All right, we're checking out the only games where the only successful roller coaster is the one that literally turns people inside out while traveling at speeds over 350,000 miles per hour. It's Dangerous Roller Coasters. I don't actually know if you can get it that high, but I'm going to try. What's the surface of the sun? Like 20, 25 Gs, I think, just standing on the surface of it. Play game. So in order to get the most extreme glitchy stupidity you can, you actually have to go over to the scenario editor over here. I also don't know what the this is. I clicked on the random thing a bunch of times, and I ended up with a slightly overweight, middle-aged version of the Lucky Charms guy. I don't want any more Florida. We're going for deciduous. Have been kind. Really? I can't get the last 2 letters on this. Oh, whatever. Welcome to the creation mode, where stupidity can, what I assume can get out of hand. From what I understand, you can create heights and stuff like that that shouldn't be possible, so we're just gonna max everything out and see how ridiculous we can get. I really wanna get over 1,000 Gs. Edit park dimensions, yes. Yeah, this is weak sauce. How high can this get? 500 bull. How about 9 bajillion? Okay, 625. You know what? I'll take it. I don't know what this does, but we'll do that. Here we go, a little bit longer. Everyone likes that. Definitely need unlimited money. It takes a lot of money in order to change the state of people's bodies. I don't even know what we would bring people to. Like from a solid to a plasma or something? Yes. You can change how all the different creatures behave. I feel like everyone should be stressed if they work from me. Oh God, why not? Entitled? Oh, hold on, never mind. Let's put at least a few there. There we go. Sure, everyone spawns with traits. And they're all litterbug scumbags. Crime. Please. Minimum number of pickpockets. How high does this go? 100? Okay, not bad. Okay, in order to create something that destabilizes individuals as human beings, let me see here. Oh my God, this thing goes so high, I can't bring it up high enough. It goes higher than what I'm allowed to. Jesus. Come on, baby, get all the way up. I feel like there's gotta be a way to make this even worse. Okay, I can kind of keep it going if I keep like dragging it back this way and then doing this. I can't even see where I'm putting this thing. I think, God, maybe here? I don't know. We're taller than there's no mountains here. Well, there's some, but they're not even really mountains considering how high we are. I wish okay, whatever. This is a good start. Okay, yeah, all that there. Cool. All right, I just need to make sure that people get up to maximum speed before I start doing other stuff. So let me take a look at our launch here. Now this is just, crash test dummies. We have quite a few of them in the back. Perfect. Oh my God, the distance. May be able to get into that lake if we really try. We probably need to angle upward, but mother of God, it's probably a good half mile there. That one didn't even hit the ground, but I got another one out there kicking field goals. Okay, stop the test. We're wasting all of our money on dummies. Standard track, bring it way down. In order to get the max amount of G's, I don't know, I guess we're gonna have to get the best amount of speed that we possibly can. I can't even see what I'm doing. We're so zoomed out at this point. All right, now once you get into the ground here, we need something to generate like lateral G-forces and stuff. So typically you're, I don't know what to call it. I guess your spirally goo chunks is the way to do it. Hold on here. You want to shorten it. And then you want to turn it like so. And then I like to do a twist as well, just because if the necks, the thoracic and the cervical vertebrae aren't being immediately atomized, I feel like we're not doing our job. I don't even know if this does anything. I'm just gonna keep moving this around. This way they keep getting rocked back and forth while they go into a circle. I can't even see what the hell I'm doing. Hold on, let me take a moment here. I swear to God, this looks like a viral video on YouTube. This right here, isn't it? Isn't it titled like deepest hole ever made by man or something? God, sun powers activate. Oh yeah. It looks like someone just crumpled up a piece of tinfoil, but I mean, it works. Real quick, I want an audience while we're building this. Hold on, let me just get a little area so people can start to gaze at this beast. You have a friggin' bank at your theme park? I mean, great. I guess people can just keep taking out a ton of, oh my God. Yeah, I want this right in the beginning. perfect. You know you're about to spend some money when the first thing that you see when you enter a theme park is a full bank. It ain't a theme park without a full liquor bar. Wait a second. It said pirate shipwreck, but it's called Cosmic Cow Milkshakes. I feel lied to. Where's the friggin' liquor? I went to go put this. Oh, never mind. People just walk right through it. Fine. Yeah, whatever. Oh, yeah. Every time it turns like this, like that right there, I can feel people's spleens leaving their body at high speeds. Actually, hold on. I want some different forces here, too. Let me see if I can mess with this slightly. There we go. Go like that there. A little bit more like this. Perfect. Oh, you can really twist it if you want to. There's a way to turn off friction, too. There's like a couple of like lame cheats that you could do. Oh my God, we're so turning off friction. I'm gonna try it with friction first, but I imagine everything is better without friction. Friction. Science. Who needs that? A little bit of this here, just because we can. Back up like this. There's not a whole lot of profit this month. Although with all the lawsuits that we're gonna get, I really don't think we're gonna see too much profit in the near future at all. God, did I change how far down this goes too? It just goes forever. Okay, we're finally at the end. Oh no, it goes straight through all this. I turned off the collision, so it'll do whatever we want, but that looks deadly. All right, call that an autocomplete. Let the spaghetti go flying all over the place. Can this autocomplete? Oh, it totally can. Okay, yeah, so there we go. Let's try and start off and see what we got. I don't even know if I'm gonna want to look at this the whole time. I have a feeling it's gonna cause some pretty substantial nausea. All right, 240, yeah. 280, not bad. 300, 324. Okay, come on, I don't know if it'll make it up to the top. We may have to turn off friction just because I'm not sure it'll make it. Oh, I was totally wrong. I think it's 100% gonna make it. Nope, not gonna make it. What a bunch of shit. Oh my God. Then you have to experience everything you just did, except backwards. I don't know what the G's were at, but it was definitely at like 100 something at the very least. All right, let me get out of this. Hold on. All right, track is freshly greased with the blood of the upcoming apocalypse that we're gonna lay upon these people. If the dummies could talk, I have a feeling they'd be cursing me right now. So, looking at it from this perspective, yeah, we're definitely gonna make 300 again. What did we get last time, like 360? We got 360 again, so now it's just a matter of will we make it all the way around? Definitely. Turning off friction, who would have thought? Clearly the way to go. Still got 170 miles an hour. Oh my God. 725, jeez. Hold on, let me get out of this. 725 G's. 361 miles an hour. So that worked pretty good. We got negative 375, 373, 491. Man, all the G's are fantastic. Track scenery, very low. Here's some friggin' plants. Okay, here's some nature. I'm actually gonna put nature all around this hole. Maybe people won't look at it. Put a tree right in the middle of all the coils. People can get out of there with leaves all up in their grill. Oh my God, this goes higher. This isn't the maximum height. No, wait, I'm not done yet. Yeah. How high does this go? Okay, so not that much higher, but we can get an extra, I don't know, like 60, 70 feet that we didn't have before. Can it make it up that? Totally makes it up that. Want to make sure the hydraulic launch is at full speed. Wouldn't want to lose any precious momentum. Man, I kind of wonder, since we don't have any friction, if I make it like big and wide, I wonder if we can get even more speed. The whole time cards are just flying off while Gray's is screwing around trying to figure out how to get a couple more miles an hour. Like, what if you make this just absolutely ridiculous? I haven't finished yet. Got to about 335. My frame rate is such garbage because of this thing we're making. Okay, go ahead and auto-complete this. I can't even auto-complete it. Oh, this mess. How about now? Oh, it's totally doing it. Come on, baby. You can make it. Oh, yeah, that's hideous. Oh, it's perfect. Oh, Jesus. Okay, so in the beginning, you know, it doesn't really look that bad. All right, I can already see part of the issue. The launcher only gets us up to 130 miles an hour. I'm gonna have to get that up to full 170 for us to get the maximum amount of speed that we can get. 300, 340. Come on, baby. Keep it going. Okay, whoops.
I thought it had connected. I was wrong.
Okay, now I think I auto-completed it.
Oh, we kept our first dive in there too. So now we've got 2 of them.
Oh my God, please tell me we got above 725 Gs or whatever we had last time. I think we're going to be able to do even better. I thought that this game was the most realistic out of all of the different roller coaster tycoon style games. Oh, how wrong I was. There is more sadomasochism that went into making this game than all of the other ones combined.
Man, 711 Gs. 469 though for the max forward G-force.
Okay, so we got like 373 at the very lowest.
373 miles an hour. 764 Gs. I kind of wonder though if it's just better to go straight down.
Well, let me get rid of this creature. All right, we're gonna bring this straight down. I want to see if this changes anything.
Oh my God, I've glitched the floor out so bad I can't even see what I'm doing anymore. Oh, Jesus, there we go.
Every time I put another piece down, it kicks me all over the friggin' ground. So we have to take 3 steps upward in increments because the thing is so high. Okay, so here's the last launch. You actually get to see the flat earth peering out from the sides over there. So let's see what we can get. Speed now, 240, 250, 70, 90.
We definitely went faster before. 758 Gs on that one, 341 miles an hour.
Okay, I think we can make this.
No, we can't because the angles are gonna stay the same.
So if you keep your pasta noodle as tight as possible, I think we'll be able to keep the frame rate up a little bit. Oh my God, I had no idea how many pieces there would be considering how high we are. Do a couple different directions here just to see if it does anything. That moment when autocomplete takes like a full 10 seconds to do. Come on, baby. Get there. Get there for Gray. 320, 330, 340.
Man, getting above 376 is hard. 883 Gs.
883. 800 vertical G4. What does that even mean? Would that be like 125,000 pounds? Like a person that weighs like 150 pounds or something like that?
So it gets about 600. Let's see, 660. Yeah.
See, it's not too much here. This is basically just here to gain speed. And because my hand was getting tired of clicking. And all the way at the bottom, about another 600. There's 883 all the way at the bottom. Then it springboards back out and it goes back down. Where the hell is it? I think it's like over here somewhere. Yep, there it is. Right there.
Heads back into the ground. Another 700, 825, 876.
So this is what about, what was this, 300 miles per hour? 280. That's what about 280 feels like. About negative 600 Gs, negative 680. Right about there, we're at 340 miles an hour right now. So about half the speed of sound we're getting toward. A lot of G's right at the bottom there. A lot of G-forces right at the bottom. We really want to give you your money's worth, so you get this extra drop here, and that'll get you back over to 376 miles an hour about. The average speed on this was 200 miles an hour. Wouldn't want to go too fast, 200. It's nice, you know, it gives you the opportunity to observe the beautiful landscape as your tonsils fly out of your mouth. That's good though, right? We're performing surgery basically here. And we're not charging you that much for it. I don't even know what it costs to get into the park. Oh, here's a nice family right here. I want to get some reviews on what they think about our new roller coaster. How you guys feel about that? So, it's synchronized vomiting. I appreciate that. Thanks everyone. Hope you guys enjoy your tacos or whatever you're eating there. The best part is if you didn't pay, you could always get some secondhand food on the ground thanks to what we're doing to people on our roller coaster. I feel like most Planet Coaster coasters are meant to kill people, so we're gonna do something different today. We're gonna try and help people. And if there's one thing I learned in psychology all those years ago, the best way to help people is to ruin their lives. As I live in Florida, the worst possible fear a human being can have is the fear of water, and thus today we are going to cure people's fear of water. In order to do this, we will use sharks and other tentacled monsters to such a degree that hopefully it ends up breaking the game. The fact that you can have a shark growing out of another shark like a tumor makes me feel like this is going to work perfectly. I also appreciate that you can change all the colors. Don't worry, because we're trying to cure people of their fears, this isn't blood, it's lipstick. Oh, young Bob Ross is over here taking his girlfriend out for a day at the park. Gotta make sure to make them something memorable. Trying to find an appropriate roller coaster here to symbolize people's slow descent into madness. Speed isn't really important. In fact, quite honestly, I would prefer it to go slower. Typhoon. This doesn't look like a roller coaster. It looks like you're driving around one of those jazzy motor scooters over at Best Buy or something. Upsy daisy. This is great because we can cure people's fear of heights at the same time. I love that this lady's still smiling even though she's like 3 miles up in the air. Everyone's like, how do you like your job? And she's like, oh, the air's a little thin. On the plus side though, I can see all of Florida from here. Okay, this is a lot higher than I had previously anticipated. Okay, now even before the ride starts, we need something. Oh, Jesus Christ. I like how in order to support the very first part of the track, the supports have to go into like Georgia. Anyway, we need something for people to experience right before, you know, they come crashing into the Earth's surface. And this is only the beginning too. I need a body of water here. I meant to put this shark head the other way, but this is kind of funny too. It's almost like it's vomiting out the passengers. Wait a second. Sharks vomiting out passengers? I might have an idea for later. Take this. Gotta go like this. Gotta rotate this correctly. It's great too because you can be like, hey shark, do you want to be part of this experiment? He's like, no, God. The shark is actually strangely phallic shaped. This is so imperfect. I feel like as I do this, I'm getting the shark's teeth closer and closer to the top of the coaster, so all the tall people are gonna get blasted the first little bit. Don't worry everyone, this isn't happening on purpose. All of our engineers are recovering alcoholics. Actually, now's a perfect time to really start lowering it as it gets closer to the ground. There we go. See, your reward for lying about your height because you were too short is you get to be the last to die. Right about there. Okay, now we can legitimately have the shark vomiting out whatever's left. Okay, I just need to test this real quick. Oh yeah. There's nothing like heading toward the ground where there's a shark and a shark and a shark and a shark. All right, looking good. And as the people get all the way down, the shark is like, blah, blah, blah. All right, F's in chat for the regurgitated test dummies. Hold on, speaking of which, there's actually something we can do here. There we go, perfect. Now this shark is like, do I have something stuck in my teeth? Right now, some parent is like, where's Hunter? Found part of him. Okay, there's a lot more we have to do here. The people's fears hasn't been cured at this point yet. I think I'm also gonna have to turn off friction. There's your F, Hunter. You will be missed. Oh, I forgot that this is still on testing. Wow. I wasn't sure if it would skip like a stone or what, but looks like I found the maximum ejaculation distance. Get people a little dip here. Can I go ahead and turn this just to like slowly drown them? Oh yes, perfect. Right about there. Now, if my calculations are correct, like just their head should be underwater here. Let that go for a little while. In fact, can I put brakes on this? Hold on. Yeah, go ahead and trim the speed here. We wouldn't want this going too fast while they're drowning. All right, now we'll go ahead and flip this back around. If you notice, the speed actually isn't even that bad. They're going about, what is it, 200 miles an hour right now when they get vomited out of the mouth of the shark. 237. All right, very good. Okay. Couldn't have planned that any better. Wonderful. I think right here is a great opportunity to violate people. I mean, like literally violate people. Hold on. Oh yeah. It even has the gooey sound effects. Somewhere 100 miles away, some anime girl is starting to sweat. All right, put it right about there. Oh God, I can just create like a cluster of these. You may be asking yourself, how many tentacles do we need for this? All the tentacles. It's not enough tentacles until the game starts to lag. Yes. Oh man, that moment where you get viciously fondled before your inevitable death. I mean, before your inevitable rehabilitation. This deserves to be saved as a blueprint so I can duplicate it easily. There we go, there's your anime girl. Okay, there we go. I think people will be well on their way to getting rid of their fears at this point. See all these dummies? They're coming into this, boys. But they're leaving men. All right, where's that angry shark whose wife left him? There it is. I've got so many sharks going on here. They're not really like sharks, they're more like friggin' piranhas. I asked myself how many sharks is enough. I'm not really sure yet. All right, I'm getting the F out of here. I might need more space, so. I felt like we need a sign or something. We need something inviting to let people know what's in store for them within this ride. All right, now you just kind of twist it like this. Okay, I think I've given people enough of a description of what to expect. Let's go ahead and test this out real quick. All right, you got the very first sign over there, looking good. Uh-huh. Oh yeah.
I'm so happy that the anus showed up so well. You can even see the glorious pit of tentacles waiting for you right before Cujo, the multiple sharks, get ready to rip you in half. Actually, I've decided something. We're not gonna slow people down here. Hold on. I need this path as wide as possible. Here, since we're dealing with a bunch of water, we'll make it blue. I need plenty of shops over here. Hold on. Yeah, all these. Okay, now I have to see if I can legitimately get people up here. Okay, it might be a little while. Okay, we're almost there. God, this is just a stunning showing of engineering. Oh, Christ. I have no idea what I did here, but it looks like it works. Okay, I feel like the entrance to the park needs something flashy. It needs something to impress these people and let them know exactly what they're in for. All right, so you grab your abusive shark head here. Stuntman pirate dive 40 meters. Air quotes, stuntman. Oh my God, this is perfect. Old Redbeard over here is like, oh God, what have I been spawned into? The game is paused. I can't even take my own sword and kill myself. Okay, so if we just make a bunch of these. Okay, this is kind of like the maiden test, just so that I understand the angle here. This can get very excessive. All right, more. I don't know, this might be good. This shark is like, these pirates taste like cucumbers. I hate cucumbers. Okay, now it's more about the angle. Okay, hold on, let's try this. Okay. So now once you have what you're happy with, grab it and duplicate. Okay, now this should work fairly well. This lady's over here, she's like, Harold, it's raining men. I feel like with no context, this is a fantastic image. Okay, now it's more just a matter of hiding all this. Now in Florida, all we do whenever we don't want people to see something is put a bunch of palm trees there. Yeah, that'll do nicely. All right, all you have to do is just make yourself a nice palm tree tumor. Oh yeah. That's exactly what I wanted. Don't worry about this palm tree. This one like failed its physics test. I feel like there is no better way to be introduced to this park than this. There's a lot of litter in the park. No, there's not a lot of litter. There's a lot of dead bodies. Hold on, I'm just giving people their money's worth. Oh yeah, the nighttime gives this a beautiful ambiance. It's almost romantic. There's nothing quite like fire-breathing, pirate-vomiting sharks to welcome you to Worry not, everyone. Your fear of the water will be cured. This little child is seeing the destruction all around him, and he's like, Daddy, I don't want to be a pirate when I grow up anymore. Okay, before I actually make this roller coaster work for real, there's something I have to do real quick. All right, find me every homeless person under the bridge. Give them all a job. Okay, fantastic. Now we're getting enough people to appropriately test this. Hold on, though. The game's telling me I need more liquor bars. Hello, Mrs. Vendor. How far did you get in school? She's like, what school? Perfect, you're hired. All right, now what you do is you get your shark head right about here. Hold on, maybe even a little bit forward. Yeah, it looks good. Oh God, it's perfect! Effectively, the shark is vomiting out the roller coaster. So all the people get spewed out of its mouth. The shark's like, I'm a vegetarian, bro. Yes, autocomplete. Give me the seizures. All right, we're gonna go ahead and give this a shot, but for some reason, I feel like this autocomplete is a lie. I also feel like these signs are taking out the left side of my medullas. All right, become very good friends with the tentacles. Get eaten a couple hundred times. Come on, roller coaster, do it. Call friction your bit. Oh my God, I can't believe it. It actually worked. Your ride is too scary. Guests won't want to ride it. Seriously, 80 G's is too much for these people? I like how it gives it this fear rating. This is effectively how many years off the end of people's lives is being shaved. You'll notice right after you get vomited out of the shark, that's when the lives are the most lost. Emmett Bigelow is unhappy. Emmett, you don't even have to ride the roller coaster. You need to shut your mouth. I think the fear was only at about a 15. I think we need more sharks. How many sharks? All of the sharks. I should probably turn this into a blueprint because it's time to legitimately crash the game. Go ahead and save it. I like how you have no choice but to put a description for the blueprint in. Very good. Honestly, I may as well just put these everywhere. What the Throw some over here by the walkway. I don't even know how this works, but whatever. Put some over here. Do people get like violated on the way in? Does this even work? Oh, Jesus. It's worse than I had previously anticipated. I like how this one's coming out of the shop. It's like, these are my churros. The shark is like, people with blue hair taste like blueberry. It's actually unbelievable just how much this game will accept. Okay, hold on. Clearly we haven't used enough sharks. All right, we'll do a little bit of that. $38,000 worth of sharks. It's money well spent.
Hold on, I might as well just fill up the entirety of the water at this point. There's really no reason to half-ass this. Come on, FPS, I've got to get you down one way or the other. Okay, at this point, I think I can legitimately ask myself whether or not I have gone too far. All right, I think this is an excellent opportunity to see exactly what we've created. Oh my God, you can see the sharks from up here. When you look at it from here, it's like, what are those, minnows? And then you get up close and it's like, oh, Jesus Christ, it's every nightmare I've ever had. Ah, yes. There's nothing like making out with over half a dozen sharks. Many guests are trapped in the park. Why? What are the sharks keeping them from leaving? All these people are like, this park has done unholy things to me. I can never go back to my family. If you listen closely, you can hear the screaming. I actually put these sharks here to clean up all this litter. The staff is like, I can't find a free staff building. There's one right over here. Okay, I'm not even sure if I can get the roller coaster to hit people. I don't know if it'll have impact with these sharks or not. I guess we'll find out in a second. I have no idea where the coaster is. There's too many sharks. Oh, found it. It hit the shark over here and it just evaporated. Average staff happiness has declined massively. But why? Wilbur Lacey is thinking about quitting. I find it interesting that now he's thinking about quitting. It took this. All right, ready? Hold on, we're gonna go all the way here. Oh God. Sure, $158,000 worth of sharks. Okay, hold on. I'll show you what we've done here in a second. I have to do something else. I felt like we didn't have enough original violation. What do you do when you don't have enough violation? You just double it. You may have heard of like hentai or whatever, but all these tentacles have gone through the rehabilitation process, so they're all just friendly. It's like friend tie. There we go. There. I heard y'all were having a tough time escaping the park. Can you escape the park now? What have I done? Ah, yes. Finally. I feel like we have created something truly magical here. Look at how high the scenery rating is. Everyone loves it. I appreciate that there's a filter that you can use. That legitimately makes all this sound like you're underwater. Needless to say at this point, I think that everyone's fear of water should be pretty much cured. Because probably end up leaving this park impregnated by about 6,000 different sharks. We cured people's fear of the water last time by tentacling half of the entire population of the planet, and thus today we must cure people of the second most common fear, the fear of heights. So the obvious thing to do would be to build a roller coaster that is very tall, but I think that we should do this a different way. I want to build what will essentially become a giant volcano that vomits out roller coasters high into the sky with the sole purpose of raining down its steely death upon all of the park goers. If we can manage to blast someone to the moon too, I'll consider that a win. Once again, I feel like I need something just like a nice archway to allow people to understand exactly what the purpose of the park is. I feel like it'll reduce the potential for lawsuits. Oh, this is fantastic. We have our lawyer right here. I've never purposefully attempted to do this, but I'm kind of curious just how little gravity actually means in this game. All right, so if you put this right here, we'll Suddenly I know exactly what I want to do. Oh no! Some little child is like, Mommy, I want to be a lawyer when I grow up. And then they see this, they're like, never mind. That's right, lawyers don't give a shit about gravity. Okay, now that there's a constant vomit of human beings to usher in people into the park, we're ready to begin. This guy's already crying. Listen, dude, if you're already traumatized by seeing 200 businesswomen fall to their deaths in reverse, then you're not gonna want to come any further. All right, so if we're gonna build the volcano of sorrow in the middle here, which will eventually have countless roller coasters that fire out of it. Seriously, I kind of want to put so many roller coasters that the game ceases to function, kind of like last time. We need this pathway going in a circle. I think I'm going to use wood for the path because it'll keep a nice stain of blood. I kind of wanted to make a lovely circle here, but I wanted to do it by hand, so it ended up just looking like a tumor. Whatever, it's got that certain charm to it. All right, we'll grab this, we'll make a little land cancer. I wanted to start making a volcano, but it's turning out to look like a sloth version of Kermit the Frog. See, here's his Kermit the Frog eyes. They look at you with their judgmental stare. Boom. There you go. That is just awful. All right, so now I've got a core straight through Kermit's head here. If you look at it from here, it kind of looks like he's smiling, but that's just because we've now given him permanent brain damage. He's trying to put some lighting down here so I can see what the I'm doing. All this is illuminating is a bunch of inappropriate pictures of Miss Piggy. I guess while I ruin my Sesame Street-based childhood, I can start making different things so that we can get a large crowd in here. Can't fix anyone if there's no one here to fix. Say hello to Professor Worst. We have the thickest and most potent meat in all the land. I think the best part about this is even when you come into the park, you don't really understand what's happening until you get to the left side and you see this being staring at you. Everyone on these two rides is gonna have a fantastic view. All right, you got your little hydraulic launch going all the way in here, and you go straight upward. Perfect. Go ahead and give yourself a fantastic name. All right, I've got to do a brief test here before we start cutting and pasting this like 2,000 times. Oh God, it's everything I wanted in life. It's perfect. You don't want it to go too high because then it'll never end up landing. But that is going to be perfect. I think that in order to understand what we're trying to do here, you really need to be a part of the maiden voyage. Now, luckily, you can see the people also in the right flying off into space. We're only going about 175 miles an hour, so it's really not that bad. I feel like I have to circle the entire park with these. All right, we're gonna need tons of Kermit penetration. All right, so this one's gonna be called triple penetration because we need to get these duplicated much faster. I love how no matter what, you have to put a description in here. You don't want a description of this. There. Does the game have any concern when you're duplicating stuff that there's overlap like this? It absolutely doesn't. Okay. I can very quickly see how as we continue to duplicate this over and over again, the amount of carts that are going to be flying out of Kermit's head is going to become so excessive. I love that they kind of ricochet down the mountain too, so that'll end up killing people as they try and walk around the park. All right, so now we'll grab all of these. Part of me kind of wonders just how far the game is going to allow me to go before it slaps me on the wrist. It's like, no. Stop. There we go. Go, my children. Purge the world of its fear and uncleanliness. Okay. Oh, God. We're well on our way to having exactly what I want. Kermit's probably copywritten. This one's like Herman the Frog. Herman's over here. He's like, I don't feel so good. Okay, this is looking pretty good. We just need to do this times about 100. I think this is a perfect opportunity to have like a little fireworks display. I think that would really add something nice to the park. Right over here seems good. Oh man, tax dollars at work. All right, I don't know how well this is gonna come out though. Well, I'm kind of surprised how well that came out. Wouldn't want this to be too clear. YouTube might start to get pissed. All right, we need more shops around this entire place. They're definitely gonna need toilets. Everyone's gonna be getting hit with so much hardware coming out of this thing. They're gonna be bolts. Oh yeah, you can actually see this a lot better at night. Perfect. All right, just kind of insert these into position. I hope there's not like a limit to how many coasters you're allowed to have in your park. I mean, they're more decoration than they really are coasters. It shouldn't count. Well, decoration, I guess they're kind of murder implements. Okay, we're about a quarter of the way there right now. I'm gonna go ahead and start the testing for the rest of these and see what it looks like at this point. This park absolutely takes place in Florida. Florida's a lot like Sparta, only a lot more felonious. Instead of winning wars and stuff, all we do is make bad decisions. All right, here we go. Go, my children. Oh, sweet Christ. It is just a mass of horror. It has legitimately managed to annihilate everyone over here too. It's like a trebuchet made out of roller coasters. Look at what happens. Just one single wayward roller coaster is slaughtering countless amounts of park goers. It's like the Battle of Waterloo. They're like, they're using cannons. This is taking a lot longer than I had previously anticipated. I mean, it's very, very stupid, but I feel like it's very, very worth it. My biggest hope is that the game just continues to be able to function. I feel like this is an excellent opportunity to use what we're doing to help future generations because, you know, for the parents, they can be like, remember kids, behave if you don't want to be pulverized by flying carts. See this kid up here? he was naughty, and thus his spinal column must be turned into gelatin. Okay, we're halfway there. The game hasn't crashed. That's a good sign. Oh, see, I just put some extra tracks here. I'm trying to go all the way around this volcano. This lady's actually pretty lucky because she's gonna end up landing directly on the track as the train goes through. It's one of those few instances where she'll get the opportunity to get killed before she dies. It sounds redundant, but you get it. Seriously, I get stopped at the front gate of every amusement park because I got metal wire inside my body, and you think you're gonna go around with this on your friggin' head? This guy's like, my plan is to blind as many children as possible so they don't have to see what you've done. I feel like the rest of the park is getting pretty excessive. However, our entrance still needs a lot of work. If it doesn't cause epilepsy and or permanent nightmares, then I don't think it's done its job. You can't cure the fear of heights with the deaths of only a couple of hundred business women. See, the thing about Planet Coaster is everything gets better the more times you duplicate it. You may say to yourself, but Gray, how do you know when to stop duplicating? When your computer puts a hit out on you, that's when you know. All right, hold on, let me give this a look right here. But oh yeah, see, now we're starting to get to where I want to be. Behold the souls of those being rejected by the underworld. Hell is like, I have too much Gray, here, take them. I appreciate that the guests believe that hammer swing is great value. All right, where's my rave party lighting at? Just like an interior decorator, you always want to add a splash of color. Hey, sir. Yeah, you down there. Can you ask your bludgeoned daughter to hold this for me, please? Yeah, right there. I don't actually know what's holding these letters up, being held aloft by the hopes and dreams of all those who died to create this park. The fact that you can kind of beat people with a letter is hilarious. Okay, now this, I think, captures the true nature of this park. I would say that the extra lighting is capturing the horror on the faces of these people, but honestly, she looks like she's enjoying it. She's like, freedom! Who wouldn't want to come to this park? Kind of travel around the mountains of sadness only to see the lumpy green frog-like being. He's like, I'm so hungry. Now I can finally feel the taste of ecstasy. And I don't mean the emotion. All right, we're almost done, which is good because I know that my processor at this point is trying to find ways to slay me. We're making one of those collars around Herman the Frog, you know, like when the dogs keep biting themselves. He got stitches, he's not supposed to touch it. Thought I would outline his mouth a little better here. There we go. Actually, now that I look at it, it's less like a smile, it's turned into like this horrifying battle cry. He's over here, he's like, death to the non-believers. Okay. Now I just have to get all of these going into their testing phase. Christ, where did I even leave off last time? I don't want to actually look at the volcano while I do this. I want, only when these are done do I want to finally look. Okay, it's finally down. Oh, yeah! Guests think multiple rides have long queue times. Oh, we're taking care of that. Oh, the flashbacks. Just wandering around the park right now. You can just observe all of the dead bodies. Look at everyone spawning back into the park over here. This is like the main spawn area because they all keep dying. Herman's over here. He's like, everyone will know my pain. I really need to see if I can get some more spectacular lighting. Although I do appreciate that you can see the glistening of the souls of the off of the countless carts that come spewing out of this thing's cranium. Hold on, there has to be some floodlights or something we can use. All right, hold on a second here. I feel like I can be on the right path. It's just gonna take a little bit of effort. Grab this, duplicate it. Yes. There's nothing like seeing the horror in stadium lighting. Okay, now we've got some appropriate lighting effects. So I reduced the friction, and when I did that, it restarted every single coaster. So now they're all firing out at one time, reducing the frame rate down to like 1 FPS. All right, get ready. It's time to know what this massacre of Planet Coaster is like when you're in the thick of it. Oh, this is nice. Nice little spaghetti death that you get to see right before you get launched into the atmosphere. NVIDIA is like, this is not the way it was meant to be played. Look at this vomit of souls. This is the only place people can survive because the rest of the park is just awash in like mortars of roller coasters. Well, I gotta say, I think we did it. I think that we've cured everyone's fear of heights at this point. I just saw here too, it looks like there's just a bunch of businesswoman droppings everywhere. Like all the businesswomen are just a giant flock of seagulls. Well, praise be to Herman the Frog, Slayer of the innocent. Mortal numbers don't mean anything in Roller Coaster Tycoon 3. Sandbox mode. Welcome everyone to Roller Coaster Tycoon 3, the game that somehow is better than the dumpster fire of Roller Coaster Tycoon World. I legit think there's probably more difference in the creatures in this one. Look at it, it's like a whole friggin' preschool coming in. Recently I was playing around with this game and I learned that you can do things that you're probably not supposed to do in any roller coaster game. You can make roller coasters that break all possible physics in every way. So today I want to see if I can make a roller coaster that goes the speed of light. I don't know if we can get that fast, but we're gonna get way above our previous 500 miles an hour. And just like the Guinness Book of World Records. See, you need an audience to witness this. I also need potential victims. You are I appreciate that no matter how old these games get, there's always an ATM. Cutlasses. What is it, a stall that sells swords to everyone? This is amazing. I'm gonna put this right next to the ATM. What the is that guy doing? Is he doing yoga or is he cleaning the counter? There we go, Mr. Cutlass. I want every child to be running at full speed with a weapon in their hands. You can tell when a man has been a father for a long time. Look at this broken His children have giant smiles on their face. This guy is just absolutely distressed. Congratulations, we're open for business. Man, people are already buying swords. I told you. I can't think of what's better than people riding the light speed roller coaster with swords. Feels safe to me. Tell me there's liquor in this game. Come on. Rocket Boost Cantina. Maybe. Family friendly. Full liquor bar. I decided to put down a Ferris wheel just to have a couple of rides here. I had no idea how excessive this thing was. They kind of look like they're riding the Ferris wheel, but they also kind of look like they're getting ready to hurl. All right, we have at least a couple of rides, so people are watching. Now we can start building the roller coaster of sadness. I guess if it derails, I want it to derail right down this bowling lane. I decided I want a pool too, just to break people's falls when they're flying off the coaster. Okay, first things first. We need to figure out exactly how we're gonna make this thing 10 billion miles an hour. Okay, you want your long station. One of these. Oh, this is perfect. I was gonna swing around, kind of like a racetrack, but if I can just make a giant inverted loop and bring people back in time through sheer speed, that'll work perfectly. Boom. I think it fits. I find it somewhat interesting that you can just terraform whatever you want. Is there a limit to how deep this gets? Oh my God, there isn't. Jesus. Okay, I'm serious. I've been holding on to this. It's still going down. This pit goes straight to you know what? I'm just gonna leave that there. Hold on, if I fill this with water. There. Now no one knows. You can have a lion show? Okay. Before I get back to our roller coaster, I have to say, I feel like my lifeguards are not paying attention to some restriction for the amount of people that are allowed to be in this pool. There's like 100 people in this tiny pool. All right, so let me see here. Now it begins to go up the thing, rolls back down, and then all freaking brakes. 355 miles an hour. However, that's just the beginning. I know we can do way better than this. I wonder if people will ride this ride. It's 199 G's. Hold on. Let me just open it. I just want to see if someone will get on this. That's right, little Timmy. It looks like a simple ride, doesn't it? Nothing that could possibly hurt. Where the are you going? Come back here. Do it. Do it. You know you want to. Again, this guy's getting down low. He's like, I do not want to be held responsible for anyone that dies on this ride. This child isn't even holding a hand anymore. He was just holding nothing. He just kick his father? I think I just witnessed an entire instance of domestic violence. Too intense. What a bunch of crap. I wonder what happens if we do 3 circuits on the test. This may end up breaking the game. Oh! Oh my God! What the 4,400 miles an hour. Hold on, we may need to ride this. Just, Jesus, 4,480. Hold on. All right, so this is what it's like riding the inverted mouse. See, at first it's not that bad.
until you go around that second time and you break the speed of sound. Wow, the camera can't even stay straight. All right, let's see what it looks like from here. All right, prepare 5,000-mile-an-hour ride. Go. Okay, very good. We're getting somewhere. There's so many people that do not want their child to go on this ride, and I can't really say I blame them. All right, 4 circuits. Here we go. What the hell? What just happened? I think the ride spontaneously combusted and just killed a bunch of people. It disappeared. I don't know where it went. I just saw flames. We got 1,494 G's off of that. All right, I wonder if it's because the game just can't render that many carts. I'm gonna try just 1 cart just to see what happens. All right, so the cart stays way slower in the beginning. All right, now we have a couple of circuits here for it to. What the? People died, but I don't know where they died. You can hear the sounds of people screaming, but I don't know where it's coming from. Yeah, okay, so what happens is the cart goes flying off into the stratosphere. I swear to God, it must have gone to Venus. Because when it leaves out of orbit at a speed that the game can't calculate yet, but I can't accept that. We have to be able to calculate this speed. All right, we're gonna ride inside so we can figure out where the this coaster goes, because it continues to disappear into the stratosphere and I don't know where. Let's find out here. It does go into space. Holy what? Okay. All right, I gotta figure out a way to tone it down a little bit. We're at 5,278 miles an hour right now. The force is 2,178 G's. This is what it does. Just putting down some entertainers. I don't know what the hell I ended up with over here. It's some sort of breakdancing alien. Anyway, let me show you what happens real quick when we run this roller coaster, because it turns into some sort of rail gun. Let me go ahead and face this way so that you can fully understand it. As a matter of fact, God powers activate. I want it to be fully sunny for this. All right, so it starts going. No big deal. Yes, people are starting to leave the stratosphere when all of a sudden the game vanishes and look at this. Parts of the cart just go to opposite ends of the park and explode over here. They left time and space. It's just like Back to the Future. They left over here and they re-entered this dimension somewhere over here. I'm curious if I make this longer. You won an award, safest park. How? Oh my God, if you don't do the test first, people will ride it. Does this mean that I finally get to have some poor schmucks that are gonna give this thing a shot? Oh God, I don't know what's gonna happen here. I didn't actually test this. So here we go. Right now, they should be going about 300 and about 6,000 miles an hour. I'm pretty sure they both just immediately disintegrated. It's interesting because all the people here would be painted with their entrails, but they were moving at such speeds that I think everything just vaporized. All right, we got a couple more test subjects getting on the ride. Now this one shouldn't be that bad because it's only gonna do 2 revolutions. So it should only go like 4,000 or 5,000 miles an hour. All right, see, not so bad. They don't know what's coming yet. Well, their mouths are hanging open. They haven't vomited or anything, so I'm guessing everything's all right. Yeah, they're having a good time. It's no big deal. That was 354 miles an hour and 175 G's, and everyone was totally fine. Now we have small children on the ride at this point. I'm sure they'll be all right as well. 7,000 miles an hour. Now we're starting to get there. I don't know how much faster I can get this thing to go before it flies off the track. So yeah, 6,400 that time. Well, that didn't take too long. All right, I may have crashed the game, but I've got an idea. Something I'd like to point out, I have apparently made the most dangerous water slide in the history of water parks. I did not intend to do this. The water slide ends on the concrete. So people just go down the water slide and they just smash into the concrete and get back up. Seems like fun. The coaster is in one perpetual circle. I can't tell you how fast, I think it's starting to finally slow down. I don't know when it's gonna stop. So, in a stunning lack of realism, we've reached 182,823 miles an hour. The G-forces, though, are only 879, which is kind of interesting. So this is what it's like on the Ultra Death Coaster. When you get started, it's really not that bad. It just kind of slowly picks up speed. You invert a little bit, which isn't great. But it's that second pass right there that ruins lives and sends you across the entire universe. And there it is, 182,823 miles an hour. I made it a little bit longer, just tweaking to see if I can get that little extra bump. All right, what do we get there? Now we're back down again. I'm also getting really good at keeping it in this perpetual loop of sadness. It doesn't actually do anything because it doesn't count the fact that it's inside of this roller coaster right now. Like, it doesn't exist in its own mind. Can I ride this? No, you can't even ride it. Okay, hold on. Let me see if I can get someone to ride the 186,000 mile an hour roller coaster. They will not ride it. That in half of the time, it just crashes in a giant flaming ball of sadness. Not that flame over there. I think that's the friggin', that's the lion doing his thing. I did want to ride the death water slide at least one time. The one that stops on the curb. Oh, never mind. That time, at least when it was us, we ended up scissor kicking a woman's head off her body. That's not too bad. Okay, I'm up to 226,666 miles an hour. I like that the last three in the 100,000s are 666. Only at 1,203 Gs though. I'm not even sure if I could ride this without crashing the game, but I kind of want to try. Okay. Sweet Jesus, here we go, 223,000 miles an hour. The first men and women on a roller coaster to ever go back into the 1200s via speed alone. In the beginning, it's really not that fast. Like I said, it's very languid. It's not until you reach back that you begin to breach multiple Machs. Okay, that time it did not hold. In fact, now we are on fire, flying through the air. I don't know where we are. Hold on, what the? Sorry, I momentarily teleported out of my body into the body of a water ride participant because of how fast we were going. So 226, I keep elongating this, and that seems to be what gets us a little bit more speed. The issue is it's very finicky because sometimes it works and sometimes the entire game explodes in on itself. I'm serious, I've crashed this game about 700 times so far. All right. You notice the roller coaster is glistening. Glistening with the aura of divinity that now surrounds it. Time has effectively stopped as we watch to see if we can beat our previous record. All right, so it flips around top. It's not that bad. Now it gets pretty bad. 300,000 miles per hour. There we go, 350,000. If you make it go twice, it'll crash the game. Don't do it. All right, let's make it go a little bit further. I don't know what the maximum limit to this is. Like I said, eventually it's going to crash the game. A few more of those down. Mommy, what's that? Don't worry, that's just people being turned into putty, dear. Did it work? What happened? Oh, I don't think it counted it. Haven't gotten the speed any higher. Got the G-forces up to 1,489 though. What is this juvenile doing on the tracks? Hold on, I gotta run this while he's just standing there. I'm gonna see if I can get a young man decapitated. Technically, it would be going backwards first, so his upper torso would fly toward his parents to the right side of the screen. Any damage? No, he's invincible. That's funny, I got him unstuck doing that. Okay, so I've got it right now up to 10,109 Gs, but our speed is only about 200,515. However, I've got it going indefinitely now. All right, let me see if I can get on it this time. All right, roller coaster, don't fail me now. I need to get cameras on these roller coasters to take pictures of people when we do this. Every time you go on it, you die. 45,456 G-forces. We've reached numbers now that they're not even remotely calculable. 45,000 G-forces? That's ridiculous. Like, a human being wouldn't even exist at that point. Look at the intensity level, 11,000. 92,375 G-forces. Everyone get off the pathway. This is about to turn into an area that's gonna be changing states of matter all over the place, okay? We're gonna be phasing in and out of existence over here. You're not gonna want to be too close. All my rides are gonna be inoperable because I keep building this thing right through the middle of the park. You have received a fine for the most untidy park. My, how the tables have turned. All right, we may have gotten a new, I don't know if it was a new high. We got 334,275 miles an hour on this other one that I made over here because this friggin' park is starting to go absolutely ballistic with everything breaking down every 10 seconds. Of course, I have kind of neglected it since the start for the sole purpose of trying to send people to the sun. Only 86,000 G's on that one. Okay, the game's had enough of my crap. It's finally crashed again. We did get 50,000 miles an hour and like 90-something thousand G's. I think that's ridiculous enough for now. We had a park. It turned into a trash heap of breakdowns and dead people. So everyone always wants the fastest roller coaster. We're gonna kill people differently this time. I'm gonna kill people by like starving them to death because the roller coaster is gonna take so long to complete. This is kind of weird because there's like an in-game timeline and an out-of-game timeline. I'm pretty sure I can get us to a ride that takes 10 years to complete before my computer just can't handle the amount of track on the screen anymore. So it's gonna be so bad that kids will get on the roller coaster and leave as adults, technically. I don't think that that happens in the game, but it would be pretty funny. Ride to die. Is there an option to make the staff patient? Because that's probably the personality trait that's going to benefit these poor people the most. Apathetic. Lazy is probably a good one too. They really won't need to do too much. I also need to find a way to do this without wanting to kill myself in real life. It's because even though we have a way to speed the game up, if I make the ride super long, like it's gonna take a legitimate long ass time to complete the ride in the game. I want to kill the people in the game. I don't want to cause my own death. First things first, in order to do this, there's a couple of rules that I'm imposing upon myself because I don't know why, I just felt like it. First off, we can't overlap the tracks. Second, the cart has to move forward, like at all times. We can't just have a ride where the cart stays in one spot, like it just locks down and pauses for 400 years because that's dumb. So we need a coaster that we can propel forward at all times, but it needs to propel forward extremely slowly. Ooh, drive tires. And we can move it back and forth. It goes down to 2 miles an hour, God almighty. There's chain lifts, but that gets down to 4 miles an hour instead of 2. Clearly not torturous enough. Oh, if we use the spinny one, people can very slightly spin while they move at almost no miles an hour. Oh, this one's even better. It's got friction wheel lifts and it goes up, down, and back and forth. We're gonna need that at the end because if I spiral this thing like a million times, eventually it has to get back to the track. So I'm gonna have to like go over a couple of pieces of track in order to get back down here and connect. I'm gonna have to put it above ground a little bit too so that we can have some stuff in the middle here. So, you know, people have a reason to come to the park besides to watch their lives slowly go by. Put it right about there. Turn off track support so that my frame rate doesn't want to shoot me in the mouth. Bring that down to 2 miles an hour. Want to make this as long as possible. I unintentionally made a little underground area too. I'm sure it'll be fine. I'm kind of curious though how long people will spend underground. Okay, so now I need to start getting this as close as humanly possible. You just barely want it to almost touch right about there. Now we're getting closer. You can near fit a slice of paper in between these two tracks. This is going to be 3 full revolutions, so we're going to have to test this and just kind of see where we lie at the moment. So let me go ahead and connect this monstrosity. In May 1 of year 1, it's time to find out what happens when people get on this ride and how long it takes. I'm pretty sure it can get completed from here. I've got the original movement here at 2 miles an hour as well. So the entirety of the coaster goes 2 miles. This is on fast speed. This is how fast it goes at normal speed forever. It's, what is it, June 6th? All right, here we go. Imagine this is your life for probably, I don't know, if you're a teenager, you'll probably be an adult by the time you get off. If you're a child, you'll probably be a teenager. And if you're an adult, you probably will have killed yourself before the ride is over. We're in the middle of August, and this thing has only made it around the very first turn. We're currently underground, but I just shot off into space. What the hell did I do? I don't know where I am now. I'm in the stratosphere. Whoa, there we go. So we still haven't completed even 1 full revolution, and we're currently in March of the next year. Hey, March 17th. Now it's time to do it all over again. While this is continuing to go on, we're gonna have to start building up the park here. Festive first aid, this is called for when you want to feel good that you're going into cardiac arrest. It'd be kind of ironic if someone was diabetic and they were going into shock and they got brought into this first aid building. That's right, everyone. Try the brand new gulpy flavor bubbling. I just noticed that these toilets are completely co-ed. Men and women, it doesn't matter. Just walk in both sides like it's no big deal. I mean, that's fine. All right, June of year 2. And we're finally making it around. You have to go through this bend and then under the ground, and then it will finally be on the 3rd lap. I kind of misclicked when I put down this Western food area, and the fencing is right in the middle of the pathway. This is something where I would be on my cell phone and I would bust my freaking knee right on this post. I'm gonna put like some bins here so that people break their shins on these instead of the wood post. Someone just knocked my bin over, you son of a bitch. Okay, it's taken roughly a year and a half, but we're finally on the last lap. Okay, so the entirety of the real life duration of the ride is 11,720 seconds. I think that comes out to like 3.2 hours or something. I don't even know. It's like 3 something hours. So I think the way the game time works is 1 month is 12 real life minutes, and there's 8 months in a year. So that comes out to 16 point something months. So it's right about 2 years to complete this amount of track. And if you look, because everything's like, I think that the generic measurement is kilometers, but they just happen to give us miles per hour. The track traversal amount and the duration is almost exact because it says 2 miles an hour, but I think what's really happening is we're ending up right at about 1 meter a second. 1 meter per second is like 2.2 miles an hour, so that's where you're getting it from. Thus, if we can create the longest track possible at the slowest speed, once we find out its length, we'll know exactly how long it takes to get from one end to the other. Only issue is I would have to leave my computer running for like a day straight to complete it. Oh, whatever. For Valhalla. All right, so this needs to go. Now we can continue onward. Again, we want this as close as possible each time without it actually overlapping. This wasn't exactly my intent, but I'm slowly sawing this mountain in half because all the tracks are sitting right next to one another. I'm starting to get to a point now where it's starting to affect the frame rate. I'm somewhat curious to know if there's an amount of tracks that the game won't let you go beyond, because I don't know, I feel like eventually we're going to reach some sort of cap. Coming up to pass number 9 right now. I can only imagine these little children are like, yeah, I can't wait to ride the roller coaster. And their parents are like, God, please no. This lady's like, hey, Stella, did you get everything on your bucket list done? Because we're never going back after this. I like how I hired a janitor, and despite them being around, people are still kicking my friggin' trash cans over and letting all their used sludge and condoms spill out onto the ground. So this is the fastest speed setting. It has been 10 in-game years so far. It has been 4 real-life hours about right now that I've had the game just playing in the background. We just got past the turn, so now there's 3 more full revolutions that this thing has to go on, which means that if I want to get higher in years, there's no way in I'm going to be able to let this thing go by itself, but I have figured out a way to find out how long it would take because it goes a meter a second. The cost of the track is $11 per 10 meters. It's always the same. So if I find out how much the thing costs, minus the cost that it takes to build, you know, the entrance and stuff like that, or the main platform, then we'll know how many meters in total this thing is. Right now, it's already destroying the game. My frame rate right now with this thing is 12. Jesus, the current blueprint is at $671,000. Okay, I think we might be getting into the realm of game breaking. We can probably still go further, but I'm at like 8 frames a second when I play, and when I tried to quit out of the game, it took like 2.5 minutes. I turned all the graphics down as far as they will go, and I'm still getting about 12 frames a second. I noticed something else interesting too. When you close down the game and like save and then come back, it restarts your year. So I'm back to year 1. Come on, computer, you can do it. Once we complete this circuit here, we will easily have a roller coaster that takes 10 years to complete. We'll check the math just to make sure, but I'm pretty sure it's gonna happen. This is probably the most pain in the autocomplete I've ever done in my entire life. I never thought it would take this much effort to just complete this goddamn thing. Let's give it up for the unsung heroes of the roller coaster world. This lady over here, because she has to sit here while these people ride this thing for 10 years. What in the is this autocomplete doing? I never thought I would see a roller coaster attempt to divide by 0, but that's clearly what's happening here. Now I'm mostly just curious what Skynet wants to do in order to solve this equation. It kind of seems like it's taking the long road to get to the end of a very, very nearby landing area. Wow, it is building an entire new freaking roller coaster just to get, forget this, hold on, I'll see if I can make this a little bit easier, Jesus. We're sorry that Planet Coaster has stopped responding. You can end the game right now. Ending the game, just like the people on the roller coaster want to end their lives. Okay, the game will legitimately not allow me to make this thing any larger. This is as large as it is allowed. I cannot lay one single piece of track more. So now we have to find out how long the track is, and then from there, figure out how long it takes to complete the roller coaster if you were riding it. Oops, it looks like Planet Coaster crashed. Yeah, no shit. We're gonna do this in the Death Park, our calculations, because I get much better frame rates here in the Death Park, which is hilarious considering how many bodies are in. Oh my God, that never gets old. Okay, so the final blueprint was $710,848. Oh, I guess I can finally put my graphics back up. There we go. Okay, minus 1,920 just to make this thing. It doesn't cost any more or less if you make it higher or lower. And looking at the price of this, it looks like the pathways, if anything, are completely negligible in price. Okay, so at $11 per meter, that puts us at 64,448 seconds of ride time. Why is there a guy underneath my testing facility? Did you get blown way the hell over here? Oh, he must have. It's still a rain of friggin' carts going on inside the park. There's 1,074.1333 repeating minutes. If there's 12 minutes to a month, that's 89.511 months. And if there's 8 months to a year in Planet Coaster, that's 11.1 years in the game that it takes to complete that roller coaster. But it goes a little bit further than that, just to give you an idea, considering how fast time moves in this game. In order to test that coaster in real time, it would take 17.9 hours straight just to test. Needless to say, we did it. We made the 10-year-long roller coaster. It's actually 11 years. But what's crazy is there's actually more to it than that. That roller coaster is 64,300 meters long. That means the roller coaster is 64 kilometers long. I feel like there's definitely a way to make a longer roller coaster, but maybe not in this game.
I've been told that before you can have fun at the roller coaster, you have to go through multiple lifetimes of agony. Why does it have to start like this? How do we make GrayStillPlays have a lot of fun? How about we give him a 90-degree angle that he has to drive down at 400 miles an hour while there's a bunch of ramps randomly appearing? You know how normally you have to wait in line to go on the ride? This is kind of the equivalent to me waiting in line, except the line kills me over and over again. My mouth tastes like it's full of pennies. Oh, there we go. Oh yeah. I'm dead. Okay, oh yeah. Oh, this is happening. Yeah, no! How long is this? Oh, it's all the way to the ground. How many miles would you like your pain to be, Gray? Oh, dealer's choice, I said. That was a terrible idea. There we are.
And I'm not gonna lie, I'm going to eventually get this. I don't care how many times it takes. Like, I have to get lucky eventually. Ah, yes, gravity. I hate you, and you hate me. I'm starting to wonder, is there a way to cheat this? Hold on. I have an idea. Oh, what? What happened? How? There's barriers on the side, are you kidding me? Why y'all gotta give me a board that I wanna cheat at and then make it impossible to cheat? Okay, that's not fair. Teacher, that's illegal. Teacher, he's cheating. Okay, all right, fine. We're doing it this way then. You're gonna make me take out the controller? You're gonna make me go into first person? I'm gonna run this now. Oh, we're running it. Oh, it's getting run. Oh, it's getting run. Yeah, all the way to the bottom. Come on, baby. Yes, yes, yes. What? Right to left. Right to left, what? It is very difficult right now for me to describe how much I hate my life. We're going this way. Ow. Is that good or bad? Did I win or did I lose? Oh God. On the plus side, I am getting freakishly good. I almost died just then. I am getting freakishly good at completing this part. Oh, or not. The sound of my crying gives me speed. All right, I'm ready. Satan, take me home. Okay, slow. Oh yeah. Okay, right when I get about here, I pretty much know the timing of everything, so I should be fine at this point. Nothing really comes out of nowhere as long as you stay kind of in the middle, and we're gonna go right, down, and then slow, 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 slow. There, perfect. You may be asking yourself,
Gray, why are you suddenly in the car in the next scene doing the exact same thing that you were doing?
yeah, I spent like 20 minutes only to find out that that way I went before, the right way, was the wrong way. So we're going the left way, we're doing it in first person. Yeetus! Checkpoint! Yes! Yes! Oh God! I'm probably going to be dead in 13 months. Wow, I can't even turn anymore. All right, simple coil. Gotta get to the actual roller coaster. Again, this is just the line. That sign was kind of in the way. Ow. Come on. How am I supposed to get there? Faster, faster, faster. Yes! Checkpoint! I'm dead. But I got the checkpoint. I needed to just take a real quick moment for you to realize that everything I've done so far, you understand it's like 1/20th of this entire course. Okay, yeet. Land it. Kind of a sad curly Q upside down, slightly sideways wall ride thing. Oh yeah. Oh, I feel real comfortable now. There we go. And slightly to the, not too much to the left, go to the right slightly. Ah! Board creator was like,
I'll bet at this point Gray will feel fairly confident. I know. Let's get him some speed up strips.
come on, baby. I know they're coming. There they are. Yeah. Come on. Oh, yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm sliding off the side. I'm sliding off the side. Where, you know what? There's a hole. Hopefully I'm supposed to land there. Oh, it's a checkpoint! Yes. The classic speed boosty thing that leads to absolutely nothing. Oh, okay. Ow. Let's try and not mess this up. Lean back. I hit every tree. All right, vegetation, you're really starting to annoy me. There we go. Okay, cool. Got the checkpoint, and we pick up a boost. We are unsure what obstacles to use in this section, but we remembered a good saying, when in doubt, windmills will make you, I hate you. Who said this? Who said this saying? I will find you, and I will, oh no. Oh, it is a super long body. Nope. Ow. I'm gonna find you, and I will chew on you like a cheese doodle. Okay, good. Oh my God. Oh, how did I not die? I'm dead. You know what? Maybe I can land this. There's no way I can land this. All right, you know what? All the speed, just speed. There's no point in me even slightly trying to pretend I know what happens here. Oh, come on, I was there. I hate you. The thing that really scares me is at the, what I was trying to say is I think the thing that scares me the most now is that more development goes into the boards trying to ruin my life than goes into sustainable energy. Yeah, got it. Ow. Do you like the spreadies? Time the spready. Spready? What is this? Like Five Nights at Freddy's? This is one of those things where I feel like I should know what this is, but I totally don't.
Oh, no. No. What? I don't know what any of this means. None of this makes any sense. I think it's a chassis ride. What kind of evil Voltronic chassis ride is this? What have you made?
Okay, I think I understand. Never mind. What I was trying to say is I think I understand how this goes. So you slide. How in the world? I'd have to stop halfway through. Wait for it. Wait for it. Go! Ow. I lack patience! Time the spreading and shoot the rocket, they said. I can't get past the spreading. I'm starting to wonder, oh God. I'm starting to wonder if the red pulsating things on the side mean anything. I think they're just there to taunt me, like an audience. I can hear them laughing at me. Do you know what's not spreading? My life. Spreadies. Who came up with this? I feel like my life is one sequence of pain. Just let me have this! No! Okay, here's the plan. Yeah, I can already tell when I'm gonna fail. I have to time the very first touch right when the beam turns red. Nope. See, there's a little saying I developed since losing most of my childhood on this board. It's called Red You Dead. I have finally figured out what the rockets are for. Oh! Oh no! Once I've had enough of this board, I think I'm supposed to turn a rocket sideways and shove it down my mouth until I can't see it anymore. There's nothing quite like the taste of heavy metal and explosives in the morning. I'm so close. Okay, I've actually had to get up and stretch. That's how long I've been at this. Oh, you've given me a little invisible platform to land on. You beautiful being. Oh, you liar! I want everyone who had a part of this to know I am the Liam Neeson of YouTube. Yeetus! Checkpoint! Oh. In this last one, we'll take it easy on you. Have a nice, joyful ride. Smiley face. You know who's not smiling? It's me. Okay. This looks a lot like the last one. Oh. All right, well, nothing's moving. Nothing's swapping. Nothing's spreadying. What? I am purposely gonna land on my head. Ow. I was hoping if I got brain damage, I wouldn't remember any of this. Are you? I'm not ready. I noticed there was a helicopter flying in the background too. I swear to God, if that helicopter gets in the way of my success, I'm gonna uninstall the game. Ow. Ow. I love how I can fall right in front of the cop and the cop's like, I didn't see that. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, this is the best one. This is the, oh God. Oh, it's a lot less good now. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I thought to myself, maybe it wouldn't be that bad, and then I saw a 2-foot wide thumbnail hole that I have to go through. Oh God. Ah, yeah. Turn. Yes! A checkpoint! How you like them apples, board creator? Yeah! How much more? How much more do I have to go through just to get to the ride? Just tell me already! What is that? What is that? I'm pretty sure that just a moment ago, I saw the actual roller coaster. It looked like it went off into the distance. Like, it looked like it went from LA over to Japan. So, I don't know. Oh, God. Checkpoint. Boom! There goes the roller coaster. I probably shouldn't have smashed the roller coaster off the entire board because I had to reset everything. Slow down sticks are your friends. They've never been my friends. In fact, nothing in GTA is my friend. I have no friends. That does not look very friendly. All right, Banana Mobile. I mean, your paint job and my hair color's the same, so I guess we're in this together. Here we go. Oh, gotta put the helmet on first. I'm not gonna lie, the biggest problem I have with this roller coaster is there's nowhere to put my beer. Okay. All right, doesn't seem too bad. So, slow down sticks are your friends, it says. What is that?
Like above, yeah, right there, look at that. Is that like a pane of glass? Is that something to remove my head from my body? Look at it, see how it appears? Ow, yep, sure is. My favorite roller coaster, the Decapitatatron 5000, where you either get to have fun or you die trying. Oh, okay, this isn't that bad, so slow down sticks. Here we go. Okay, so the slowdown sticks makes it rock forward, and that's what keeps you alive. Got it, okay, that's fine. And I just wanted to see, okay, it was a test. All right, nice and smooth. I feel like I don't need every single slowdown stick. Like, I feel like I could do this, like, I'll take this one, but I feel like I could do this without the rest of them. We're not really going that fast, so there we go. The problem is I feel like this is really just a measure of patience, which I don't have. I also see that there is a gigantic cookie sitting at the end there. Why do I feel like that cookie is going to be filled with a thumbnail hole the size of, you know, the size of a garden hose? Ow. Am I being punked? Is this one of those things where you wait online at Disney World for 4 hours and then you get to the ride and it's 35 seconds long? I'm so high up above ground, I'm starting to lose oxygen. I think I've eaten like 35 seagulls at this point. Okay. Oh yeah, there we go. Just gotta lean the car forward a little bit. Well, car. Yeah. Yeah! Ow. What happened? Are you serious? I love how when I use the stop sticks, I end up dying. When I don't use them, I seem to be fine. Like here, watch, I'll go around this one. Of course I get screwed. It's like one of those things, it's like when you're a kid and you're like, hey mom, watch. And then your mom watches and you can't do anything. And she's like,
that's nice, honey.
And you're like, no, I was doing it before. I'm so close. Okay. Whatever it is, it's right there. Come on, come on. Yes, see, it's easy. It's easy. And we have a winner! That wasn't that bad at all.
Anyway, folks, hope you enjoyed this episode of G today. I'm gonna go drown myself to death. Till next time, stay foxy, much love.